Hello everyone, and the votes are in for your fan-requested Friday video. The mob has spoken. Regan Grimes versus Brett Wilkins. You guys wanted to see this one the most. A lot of you guys wanted to see Brendan Curry 2011 versus 2021. I tell you what, I'll make you guys a deal, and it's a very good deal. 1,000 thumbs ups on this video. So go pause the video right now, go hit thumbs up on it. Get this video up to 1,000, and for this time only, I will do all of the other comparisons. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Steve Reeves. Come on. All of them. Thierry Pastel, Serge Gnabry. Come on. 1,000 thumbs ups. I usually do the second most popular for that. But this week, come on, guys. We can do it. So it's up to you guys. But anyway, this is a very interesting matchup. This is the Prague Pro for Regan Grimes. Two young studs. Brett, it's apples versus oranges in a way, I guess. They're both aesthetically pleasing in a different way. Regan Grimes, no doubt winning in the wheels. Not only the size, but he has a lot more muscle separation. A little too smooth, I guess, the quads of Brett Wilkins, with all due respect. But he has a much smaller waistline, and he has much bigger arms. You see that? Well, they're more symmetrical, I guess. The one arm of Regan's not quite matching the other one. I mean, hey, you do notice that stuff. Sounds mean, but in a bodybuilding competition, that can make a difference. I would wager to say, I think the wheel separation, that type of conditioning, that might make a difference for me, but very, very close. Front lat spread. Now, it seems maybe Brett wasn't flexing his quads for that front double. Looks on par with the Prague Pro? Yes, Prague Pro version of Regan Grimes here. Waistline smaller too. Structurally speaking, of course, Regan has an edge as far as the clavicle width. But I mean, doesn't a smaller waistline eliminate that edge? Maybe, maybe not. Brett Wilkins, he seems to have more thick three-dimensional muscle. But at the end of the day, of course, the lighting's different. You're going to want to see these guys side by each on the same stage to make a real decision on it. But I'm surprised here. Brett Wilkin, he's awesome. And he's definitely battling the likes of Regan Grimes after the first two shots. Turn to the side. Man, oh man, Regan Grimes could be in trouble. A guy like Brett Wilkins, I mean, he might be losing the flashier shots, the front double, maybe the front lat, but he looked pretty darn good in that. But he could steal the victory by picking away at Regan Grimes in these side shots. Well, we haven't seen the side tricep yet, but man, the wheel separation here, he looks very good in that aspect. Regan's got the wheel size, that's for sure. But it looks like Brett has more separation. Looks like he has more polish, more sheen. Of course, the lighting. The lighting was good at the Chicago Pro. Did I mention that? Upper body. Brett Wilkins just looks like a thick beast. Pecs looks thicker. The arms look better. We could see that from the front double. So for sure, Brett Wilkins gets an edge from the side chest anyway. We do it the IFBB now, the way they do it. The rear double followed after the side chest. Never got that. Should be the two side. But anyway. Brett Wilkin, good back. Is it better than Regan Grimes? Maybe, if you consider it's on a smaller frame, a little bit bigger. Could be in better condition, could be harder. You're gonna need to see that same lighting to tell it's that close. Lower body, Regan winning in the hamstrings, as he usually is. Look at those pipes, fantastic. But live on stage, you're gonna see a different type of conditioning, and muscle separation doesn't always win the matchup. I mean, for instance, the glutes. The glutes are definitely not soggy glutes for Regan Grimes, but it lacks muscle separation. In which case, Brett Wilkins has in spades. Rear lat spread. Brett Wilkins, hey, what can you say? He's a new bodybuilder with not a whole lot of weak points, so just grow those muscles, and you can be a contender for in any show, I would say. Not a lot of weaknesses in Brett Wilkins. But what you have here with Regan Grimes, I think he's beating... You'd have to see them on stage. You have to see them with the same lighting. Like I said, it's that close. Glutes versus hamstrings here. I mean, what can you say? Back development? I like Regan Grimes. Brett might be just as wide considering it's a smaller frame, but Regan Grimes has a much thicker lat insertions. You can see that. Very three-dimensional. So, like I said, guys, you're going to need to see them the same lighting to see who truly is in better condition. Because sometimes, the thinner skin just pops. Wow. Side tricep. Now, this is where it gets debatable. For sure. You Brett Wilkin fans, you guys are zooming in on these side shots, I can imagine. Look at the wheels. You can see that. Separation. Upper body. Good tricep. Good arm for Regan, but make no mistake about it. The physique of Brett Wilkins here, man, oh man. He could, like I said, pick away at Regan Grimes. Never mind the popular shots, the front doubles, the things of that nature, the rear doubles. Look at these side shots. That's dominance, guys. Am I convincing myself of Brett Wilkins getting a victory in this matchup? Still 2 shots left. Abs and thigh. Now, I did go with the Legion Sports Fest. There was no abs and thigh, gosh darn it, for the Prog Pro. And this is a flip-flop. Floppy, flippy, flippy, flop. Regan Grimes now, all the way. Look at the abs. He was peeled. So peeled. Here at the Legions. But it wasn't enough. He lost to the little man. But either way. And let's have a front on. Double arms overhead. I gotta say, I liked Brett Wilkins. His midsection looked tremendous from the side tricep. Other shots, it looked very good as well. But when you pull an abs and thigh for this guy, might be, with all due respect, a little too smooth, monsoon. Other shots as well, his quads look more separated. But in this shot, little too smooth, gorilla. Wow. Most muscular, and one could make an argument here that the skin is thinner, there's more pop, more wow for Brett Wilkins. But others could argue and say that the lighting is so much better that you really have to take a close look. And Regan he's in good condition too. I like this pose for Regan. I like the hands clasped for Brett, shows them arms. Delts, fantastic. And here, again, his abs look great in this shot. They look more separated here than they did in the bloody bloomin' abs and thigh, for goodness sakes. For goodness sakes. Anyway, very, very tight decision. And I'm surprised I'm saying this, but it could have gone either way. So it will be close. Will be close between these two dudes at the Arnold's Classics. Who do I give the victory to? Regan Grimes. What the heck? Not that passionate about it, though. And what that means is, really, there was no winner. And that's bodybuilding. As disappointing as it is, sometimes, like Ronnie Coleman versus Dorian Yates, their best versions. Hey, if there's no clear winner, there is no real winner. They're both great. And Brett Wilkins, Regan Grimes, they're going to be vying for a similar position, in my opinion, at the 2022 Arnold's Classics. Come on, get to the chopper. Come on, talent, position, and situation. Come on, do it now. Come on, hit the thumbs up now. Get this up to 1,000, and you guys get to be featured with all of those other videos. Have a great day.